I'm gonna leave it out to do because otherwise I'll forget to do it. I'm no longer trying to fight my brain. I'm just accepting it is what it is and trying to find a way to work with it instead of against it. But the process to get me to sit down, not a fun process. So today I kind of wanted to try something different because I wanted to get a lot done this weekend, but I've really been slowing down. Hi from the past still. This is me right before September hits, so the channel should be relaunching for me in like a week, and I'm excited for that, but also I'm kind of scared. I just have a lot of worries and concerns and anxieties, and it's just really, really hard to focus right now and get anything done. And I knew this was going to happen because I go through bouts of creativity. That's kind of what I want to talk about today. This is the body doubling video, right? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do body doubling. You know why? Because I was unable to clean until I turned the camera on. So ever since I was a kid, I've had this thing where when I needed to get a lot of like stuff done, stuff that I didn't want to do because it's boring and tedious and not fun, like cleaning, I would have the door of my room open. Like I would just open my door, and at first my parents were like, "Why are you doing that?" And I didn't really have a real reason. It was hard for me to explain what I was going through mentally because I didn't understand it myself. So I would just say things like, I need fresh air in my room, I need things to circulate. Sometimes I just get frustrated and I just say, I need a focus, and like my parents didn't get it, and to be fair, I mean, I didn't get it either because I didn't know what I was doing. I just knew that I needed to do this thing. I didn't know why. And then fast forward to this year. This is so hard to hang up, but it's so cool and I love it. Fast forward to this year, and I've ended up learning a lot more about things like ADHD and like various disorders, and I've realized that there is a term for what I was doing: body doubling. Body doubling can take all kinds of different forms too, depending on what the person needs and like what they consider accountability, but it's like an accountability partner in a way. It's like someone physically being able to watch or see you doing what you're doing and kind of like checking in with you. And for me, like that was keeping the room of my door open so like I could see my parents and they could see me. Even though they weren't enforcing anything, like it just helped me focus. It's really hard for me to explain why. It just helped so much. Now, of course, I live alone now. I'm in Japan. So, like, the question now is, like, how do I get that same benefit that I got before with, like, living with my parents? Like, how do I get that? I already folded this. I didn't fold it well. Let me fold it again. If I can't tell it's folded, I probably folded it badly. And not everyone is game for like video calling whenever I want, because I think a lot of people do video calls, but like a lot of people I know, they're just not able to do video calls. So like, what are some alternatives? And like, there are a couple of them, and it kind of depends on what I'm feeling I'm needing at the moment. So I've utilized things like, kind of out of breath, I need to get my meds tomorrow. I've utilized things like writing sprints and readathon like videos on YouTube through AuthorTube and BookTube. And like, I've utilized that in a way because there be timed things and it's live. But honestly, because I can't always count on those going on at the moment I need them, sometimes I just need kind of to mimic the idea of being watched, and that'll be enough, because Hours has like the timer and stuff like that, and they'll kind of like call me back and keep reminding me. And what I can do in addition to having that going is I can have Audible going, or I can have a vlog going or something like that, Kate Kavanaugh's videos, Brooke's videos, like just have something kind of playing in the background while I work. But sometimes that's not enough either. Sometimes I do need to be like watched. But like, how do you do that when no one's available and no one can help you? Because as I stated in my Finding Direction video, which I very much support, like, you can't be depending on other people all the time. Like it's just not logical. People aren't always going to be there. And I know that sounds really depressing because you're like, you should be able to count on people. And like, I know, but like, in an ideal world, yes, I could count on my friends. I don't live in an ideal world. You don't live in an ideal world. Other people have their own lives and other stuff is going on, and they might want to be there for you, but they can't right now. And that's okay. I mean, it's not fun, that's for sure. I'm still here, hang on. Okay. Like, you still need to be able to focus, right? So you need to find your workarounds. So this is one of my other workarounds. It's not the most efficient workaround, I'm gonna be real with you, because there is always the temptation of me just not posting this video. Like, I can just edit this out. This is the body doubling video, and it's not organized. It's not nice and pristine like it was in your script. In fact, you know what I didn't do? I forgot until just now that I even had a script. I have it right over there, and I'm not gonna look at it. I feel like I'm supposed to say more things, but I can't remember what they were, so scripted as. Let's see. Oh, I forgot the disclaimer. I'll do it now and I'll just edit in the future. Yeah, I'm not diagnosed. I don't know what I have. I'm pretty positive I have anxiety. I have been told by some medical professionals that I do. I exhibit all the symptoms. My mother has it, so yeah, high chance of that. Depression, yeah, also runs in my family bloodlines. Super bad, so yeah. Might have other things too, though, like personality disorders and whatnot. That is not diagnosed, and I'm uncertain about those ones, so I'm not going to say which ones. Just know that, like, I'm okay right now. I'm in therapy, which I highly recommend, but, like, my brain definitely doesn't process normally. It just doesn't. And I finally just accepted that. It's just the reality of my universe. I'm no longer trying to fight my brain. I'm just accepting it is what it is and trying to find a way to work with it instead of against it. Oh. Cafes. So I totally forgot, but yeah. So this is what normal people do, apparently, to be more on the productive side, I guess. And the reason I'm saying I guess is because I legit don't know, like, because this is not something that's worked for me. I have worked in cafes before where I've, like, had my laptop and typed, like, I think one of my vlog videos for NaNoWriMo, I was in a donut shop over in Shibuya. Traditionally, I don't seek out those places. The only reason I was there at all was because a friend was with me and she wanted to be there. I mean, I love the place, don't get me wrong, but, like, the idea of doing work in a cafe usually doesn't operate that great for me. I don't know. It's, for me, the thing about coffee shops is the noise level there is just so high. I think that's it. I think it's the noise level. The noise level in a coffee shop is so loud. Every once in a while I do need white noise in the background, but for those I use ambiance, and it's very particularly, I choose it. I choose the ambiance, and it's usually like fireplace crackling, things like that. I'll actually link some of my favorites down below for y'all. I think I've mentioned this on my page before, but like, I love ambiance here on YouTube. There are a couple channels like Autumn Cozy that are just amazing. I like their sound loops. I like the visuals, even though I don't usually see the video visuals because I'm doing other things. I don't know, it's just really appealing and I like it. And of course I like the themes because Autumn. There's like this special combo I need that's very particular to me. And that's the thing with body doubling. Everyone's a little different. For some people, they really do work best in a cafe setting. A lot of writers, they work better in like cafes and stuff, and they can get a lot of work done, and that's their like home stretch, especially for NaNoWriMo. Like they'll go to a cafe and they'll just work for hours. Like for me, I just prefer to be very picky about my, not prefer, like I'm just a little more picky about my body doubling, which is not great. actually probably be better if I was less picky, but here we are. Like for me, writing, I love writing, but I have to get into the mode of it, and getting into the mode is really difficult. Like the process of sitting down and starting that is daunting, but once I'm there, once I'm writing, it's not daunting anymore. It's actually really, really fun, and I really enjoy it. But like before I sit down, prior to the act of actually writing, it's just a lot of voices in my head and a lot of noise and a lot of like, I don't know what I'm doing, and like, what if I do this? What if I do that? I don't even know. And then I sit down, and once I click into the scene, I'm fine. But the process to get me to sit down, not a fun process. Be gentle with yourself overall, though. I think that's like one of the biggest things, is continuously be gentle. Understand that you're going to have days like me today where I'm like, I don't have makeup on. First off, I am wearing the same clothes I wore yesterday because depression episode. I have art like randomly, sporadically everywhere. My plants need watering. I forgot to water them today. Bad plant mother. Like, I'm a train wreck. I'm a train wreck today. I am just now getting to my laundry, and it's like 8 o'clock. I have work tomorrow. I feel like I'm forgetting a lot of stuff in this video. Thank you guys for body doubling with me. I thought that this video was really useful at this time, considering what we're all trying to do, because by the time you guys see this, I mean, right now it's almost September for me, but like by the time this comes out, this should come out in November, NaNoWriMo. So like, hopefully this is useful. Like I said, if body doubling works for you, chances are you've already been unintentionally like gravitating towards it most of your life like me. But on the off chance that you didn't like realize how many options were available, there you go. Yeah, it's not great that you can't like depend on people sometimes to be there, but like, that's kind of life. Things happen. People have their own lives, and you can't put your life on hold just because other people aren't able to be there to help you right now. You have to find ways around that. And there are tons of writing communities out there you could take advantage of. One of the first ones being right here on YouTube, and places like the NaNoWriMo forums, and you know, Twitter. I need to get back into Twitter. I haven't used Twitter in like a couple years. I don't like that site. But yeah, utilize your communities. Utilize the technology we have today. This really hurts my arms. So I'm just gonna go now. I'm going to get ready for bed. Bye.